Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night from wherever you are around the world. Welcome to our final Nomadium 4 stream. This is the finals. The road has been long, but we are finally here. I'm ASE the Pair, obviously. I'm joined by my lovely co-caster, Sylvan. Say hi, Sylvan.
Hey, bye, guys. Welcome to the cast, the final one.
Yeah, this is very exciting. You know, it took a long time to get here, and, you know, many delays, many controversies, blah, blah, blah. You know, but we're finally here, and you know, we're gonna finish it off strong with a nice solid cast here. We are gonna be watching TyNp versus T2H, and this is a best of 7. Best of 7 here. You can see the bands on the screen in the graphic there. We do see slightly different bands. We've got Lakota Inca band for both teams, but a Nubian Spanish versus Indians Maya. How do you feel about these bands, Sylvan?
Oh, wait, I don't see the bands. Am I? Ah, now I see it. Never. Give me a sec.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, the screen wasn't loading
Oh,
properly.
Gotcha.
Let me see. Okay, so thank you, no problem. Yeah, it's similar with two nations, Lakota and Inca, which I mean I get that because pretty good nations, of course. But Yeah, I don't know, man. The Nubians I get because that can be very strong. We have seen that in the tournament as well.
Dude.
Spanish. Uh, I don't know the Spanish. Spanish wasn't really that haven't been
Yeah,
that great in
I
the
felt like it
tournament.
did reasonably, but nothing amazing. On the other hand, I have felt like the Maya players have definitely put as have the Indians. So
Yeah, the Maya and Indian nations were pretty good in the tournament.
we'll
I believe.
yeah, we'll definitely there's some stats that I'll have to update at the end of the cast here, and I'll send that out when I can. So to see the final stats of the tournament, but why don't we go ahead and jump into game number one, shall we?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, I'm just gonna load it up here. All right, again, this is a best of 7, so here we go. All right, I am in game. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Welcome to game number 1 of TyNp versus T2H. This is the Nomadium 4 finals. Game number 1. We are on Australian Outback, of course. This is my personal favorite map. Let's take a look at the players and their nations. So, we'll go ahead and start with TyNp. We've got Onibushi. I think, is this Oleg? Or am I?
That's Oleg.
That's
Yeah,
Oleg.
that's
Okay,
Oleg.
great. Oleg playing tier 1 is Japanese. We've got Flames playing tier 2 as Bantu, and Phantom playing tier 3 as Aztecs. On the other side for T2H, they've got Dark Knight playing Mongols, they've got DXB playing British, and they've got Hullabaloo playing Greeks. So we actually see 6 different picks for this map, so 6 different nations. Who do you think has the edge in terms of nations, Dylan?
I feel like Bantu, Aztecs, and Japanese are pretty good picks, to be honest.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
like Aztecs for sure. On this map for sure. Well, I mean, I played well with them on this map, so that's why I feel like they're pretty good on this map.
Yeah,
Well,
fair enough.
Bantu, of course, you can get some nice territory on this small island map, and well, Japanese, of course, very fast nation in Nomad.
Yeah, it's true.
Other side, of course, British. I think British are never a bad pick in Nomad, and
Yeah,
Mongols.
I think on this map they're really good to me because they're really good on a lot of maps, but the archers are really effective because you have less space, and so therefore your archers are able to shoot at more things.
Yeah, they're very good with that. And of course, you can pick Despot.
Yeah, definitely. Despot on this map is very, very effective, especially given how close you are to your opponent when you start out. Do you see here, Greeks pick, this is the thing, I kind of agree that I like the Japanese Bantu Aztecs pick a little bit more. Like, I think, like, Mongols are really good on this map, probably, like, maybe only slightly worse than Japanese. I'd say Bantu and British are similar, but, like, I think the Greeks are really where the issue is. What do you feel about that?
I have to pass you there real quick. People are saying they cannot see the game. It's on the main screen.
Thank you. I did not hit the hotkey. I'm a fool. Okay, can you guys see it now? I see it on my OBS. So, thank you guys for letting me know. This is why I got him onto the chat. Okay, we are in game. I apologize.
With the Greeks pick, the last time on the same map, by the way, we said like, yeah, we didn't really like the Greek pick, and they won. And he was also the Greek was like the better player in that game. So
true.
Let's see how it goes this time.
Yeah, let's see how it goes. So, well, let's take a look at where the players are located. We'll go ahead and start with T2H. On the right side, we have the yellow Mongols player, Dark Knight. In the pocket, the orange British player, DXB. And on the left side here, we've got the green Greeks player, Hullabaloo. On the other side for TyNp. And back here, we've got the white Bantu player, Flames. In the center, we've got the blue Aztecs player, Phantom. And on the right side, the red Japanese player, Oleg here, as Onibushi. And notably, we do see both the tier 1 players very close, but I gotta give the edge here to TyNp. It looks like, just based on their initial city placements, they're gonna have control of the center of the map.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. They got more control of the whole map. Do have to say, it's not like the other side has the worst wares, but the better wares are on the other side. Like you got gems, relics, silver, peppy.
Oh yeah, those are quite some rares.
Not like that.
We'll go through them all when I see a market thrown down, so we can get some help. Let's take a quick look at the rune counts here. Do see here Phantom is leading with 4 runes. DXB unfortunately suffering with 0 runes, not a single rune in sight. Everybody else having 2 runes. Pretty reasonable. And we do see both the tier 1 players going for Commerce 1, despite being so close to each other. Probably just setting up for the long game. We do see Docs going down for Dark Knight as well as Oleg there.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's also like you're making a guess here, because if the other one has military, can be in a tough spot.
Yeah, definitely.
Early on, of course. But we saw that in the other game, I believe, as well. But at the end, they lost the game. So kind of depends how aggressive you are.
Yeah, it's true. Do see here Dark Knight's wood camp is pretty far back and exposed, but I don't think... Yeah, actually, no, they did scout it Oleg did scout it, so they're TyNp choosing not to go straight military. And we do see beginning docks going down here. If I look at the scouting, looks like both teams have done a reasonable job scouting. TyNp probably with a slightly better job just because, you know, they have the map control in the center. And we do see no university quite yet for Hullabaloo. Should see that very soon, I assume.
They did miss gems though.
Oh,
maybe he's gonna find it. Because
I'm not sure. We do see a military 1 from Flame, so straight military 1, no commerce. Very curious what he's up to. I mean, obviously he's going barracks, but what is he up to here?
Oh, there he built a barracks at Oleg.
Oh yes, you're right. I see it. Yeah, so we do see 2 Addles out already. Do we see a 3rd unit? Yes, we do. We see another Bowman coming out. And I think this is because they've scouted that wood line, as you said. So good communication from TyNp, telling their Aztec player to go military 1 while their Japanese player can boom up with a commerce. You see a couple other players going military here. Dark Knight, military 1. Hullabaloo, also military 1. And that raid begins here. Addles immediately pecking away at these citizens.
Yep, and they don't really have. They can't really run anywhere.
Yeah, there's not really much in the way of countermeasures, unfortunately, at this point. Your slingers are just worse than your opponent's slingers, so all Dark Knight can really do is keep his citizens alive and raid elsewhere. He's actually going to delete his whole wood camp, which I don't know if this is the best move, but if you have another easily accessible wood camp, which it looks like he does on the bottom side there, then maybe. So we do see here some brief skirmishes. Hoplite against two Addles. Let's talk the rares as you were talking earlier, Sylvan. So we have for T2H, they've got horses, diamonds, salt, tobacco, wine, spice, and copper. And on the other side, they've got silk, bison, wool, dye, relics, gems, silver, marble, pappy, sugar, furs. It's safe to say that TyNp have the better rare game.
Yeah, they're still missing gems though, because they walked just around it. But still, they have the better ones for sure, for the long game ones with relics and pappy and silver.
Yeah, definitely. The good thing though is, oh wow, look at how low all of these units are. Can Phantom keep all of these alive? He might lose 1 unit? No, I think he might be okay. He might get away with all 3 units. Wow. Super happy if you're able to get away with all of them. Let's see here. He might lose an archer.
I think he's gonna lose 1. No.
I think if Dark Knight could have targeted the archer, but was not paying attention, so he's gonna let that get away.
No way.
You see Flames going for a super forward city here, literally in barracks site, I think. Yeah, you can literally see it from the barracks. The Flames' barracks might get denied. Another raid on the wood line here, on Hullabaloo's wood line. 2 archers poking away at some citizens.
So they're pinging the city as well. He's making a hoplite, so it could be stopped too.
The hoplite is doing it, but the archers have turned around. They're starting to shoot at the hoplite. Can he save this hoplite? Looks like he can. He's quick. It's the garrison. Oh no, he's going to feed it away instead. The hoplite's actually going to die. Wow.
Oh wow. Yeah.
City is
You got
gonna go up.
Yeah.
That's
What
gonna be
time
a
are you
barracks
at?
lost. I'm at 8:38.
Okay, same time. Never mind.
Yeah. Flames, or sorry, DXB is here with a few units, but Phantom is back with more units, and he's going Civic 1. Let's take a quick look at the techs here. Oleg is aging up. Oleg is gone Commerce 2. I think he didn't manage to use that Silk, or maybe he did, and he moved his Merchant, I'm not sure. And Dark Knight is also aging up here. Dark Knight, no Commerce 2, so just the straight classical age. And you can tell immediately that, you know, TyNp have the advantage. Their micro is really putting in numbers here against T2H.
Yeah. You can see that it's gonna be difficult.
Yes, it is. Stable and Senate going down for Oleg here.
Yeah, he's gonna go. I think he's gonna go pretty hard on on Dark Knight here.
Yeah, it looks like it. Dark Knight's going for Senate himself. Let's take a quick look. Do all the players have enough mountains? It does look like it. All the players have. Yeah, I think they collectively, each team has enough mountains.
Yeah, plenty of mountains. Doesn't always happen, but if you have more territory.
Yeah, definitely. I would not be surprised at all. Yep, we do see Oleg starting to research that despotism. He's been completely untouched. His opponent's been slowed down a lot, and I see no reason why he shouldn't just go for it. He definitely has the advantage here. Do we see some water raids here? Yes, we do. We see Dark Knight with a Trireme and a Bark beginning to raid water. This is maybe how they're going to get back into this game. No tower here at Diamonds. Extremely painful here for T2H. Going to lose some merchants. Really needed a tower up here to defend their one of their best rares.
I think it's probably their only good rare.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, I mean, horses obviously, but
yeah, I mean they have horses and salt, but it's like, you know,
if they find they could also use copper for on the water raids.
That's
they
true.
Do know they do know they have it. Some fire ships are coming as well.
Yeah, the fire ship looks like it took out the heavy ship.
Yeah, it's gonna make short work of that.
Yep. Phantom, the only one not to age up yet, of course, but he went military 1, so no surprise there. And Oleg has military 2 now with that despot. Now T2H have seen it. You see a Republic coming out for Dark Knight. Dark Knight's eco really struggling compared to Oleg. He took a lot of damage early on. He got raided incessantly. And it looks like they're in a lot of trouble on that bottom side.
Yeah, Oleg is pretty booming here. Lost a little bit of wealth, but also because he doesn't have a second city.
Yep. Raid's continuing in the water.
Oh, he's got a lot of. He's creating a lot of heavy
counts. Yeah. He just clicked ambush. 5 bushies, 2 cataphracts, and a light horse. Another cataphract coming along. Is there any defenses here? No, there's nothing. No tower, no nothing. No lookouts. Looks like Dark Knight is in a lot of trouble. He does see the army right now. Oleg kind of messing up his ambush a little bit.
Just a little bit.
But he is going to lose all of his infantry immediately. And he looks really cooked. No tower, no militia. Game looks absolutely over.
Looks me busy.
I think this is Dark Knight's only city, yeah.
Ooh, he's already saying GG.
Yeah, I mean, this game looks over.
City, yeah.
There's nothing there. There's not a single tower, no nothing. And that looks like it's going to be the game, right? I mean, there's nothing they can do. He doesn't have a tower. He doesn't have a lookout. He saw the despot for a while, and he just didn't do anything about it. And Oleg just killed him.
Not a tower, nothing.
And that's Dark Knight eliminated, and there goes T2H's dreams of winning game number 1. GG is called, and yeah, well played. Unfortunately for T2H, they were just kind of out-muscled there on a quick start, and Oleg was able to just run them over. And that's going to be game number 1, going to TyNp.
That was fast.
Yes, it was. Very quick game. All right, we're going to go ahead and update the graphic here.
Not even more than 8 kills were made. That's how short the game was.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Traffic. All right. We're gonna just jump into game number 2. I think. Gonna go ahead and.
Yeah. Let me go to number 2. All right. Game number 2. It should be Waterhole, by the way. Just hope we got the same game.
Yeah. I am loading up. Here we go. I think you can see this now. All right. Here we go. This is game number 2 on Watering Hole. Okay. All right. All right. I am starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. All right. So we are in game number 2 of Nomadium 4 finals. Again, this is TyNp versus T2H. TyNp took a very quick game number 1. Let's take a look at game number 2. This is Watering Hole, and let's take a look at the players and their nations. We'll go and start with T2H this time. They've got Americans, played by Dark Knight, DXB playing Nubians, and Hullabaloo playing Spanish. On the other side, they've got... is this Oleg again? I think this is Oleg, right? Still?
Yeah, so he always changes his name.
Still Oleg playing Romans, Flames playing French, and Phantom playing Russians. What do you like? What do you feel about these picks this game, Sylvan?
Again, I'm gonna go to Oleg, Flames, and Phantom with this. I think it's much better suited for this map as well.
Yeah, I think,
Russians, of course, with the territory. I think Spanish on this map. I mean, you know where the rest are. You know, just around the lake.
Yeah,
it's
that's
not like
true.
you're gonna choose that nation for this map.
It's true.
I guess for that.
I guess the thought is you pick Spanish so you can put down the free heavy ship and you can start raiding your opponents.
Yeah, maybe that, but that's more like, I feel like that's more something you do when you play like standard on this map.
Yeah, that's true. I kind of feel like, yeah, like most players will go commerce military or commerce civic and then military, and you'll be fighting the water no matter, regardless. I really don't like either of the Americans or Nubians picks here. Like Nubians, like you have
same with Nubians and Spanish. It's kind I think it's with the rares. It's kind of.
Oh yeah, that's true. Their powers kind of overlap a little bit. I really don't like Nubians on this map. Like these maps, like you have like 3 or 4 rares total that you have access to, and it's like, you know, it's like kind of like bad. Like I think Nubians are better on like every single other map in the map pool. And
what if your rares are freaking shit?
Yeah, like you know, with less rares, the chance of you having bad rare or like only bad rares is much higher. So you know, what can you do? Americans here, I'm not really a big fan. This is not really a booming map. It's usually you either win or lose water, and then you have to defend a rush or make a rush, respectively. So I'm not really a fan.
And they're strong from H4, and sometimes you're in the 30 minute, 40 minutes. Sometimes you're still in H3 on this map in Nomad.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, so let's take a look at where the players are located. We're going to start with TyNp this time. So they've got Flames on this top side playing the blue French player. Right next to water, we've got the red Russians player Phantom, and in the back here, we've got the yellow Romans player Oleg. On the other side, T2H, we've got Dark Knight, the green Americans player. In the pocket, the purple Spanish player Hullabaloo. And on the left wing, we've got the white Nubians player DXB.
I mean, at least they have jams, cotton, and sugar.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it does look like
wine,
there's like not that many rares overall, but it does look like both teams have reasonable rares. We do see gems, cotton, wine, sugar, which are not bad, you know. And
I mean, it's a good boost for the Nubian player.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, sugar is one of the nicest rares to start off with as a Nubians player. Cotton also definitely not bad. That sweet plus 30 timber really helps.
Yeah. On this map for sure.
Yeah. And the production speed, you know, that's definitely not a bad benefit. On the other side, we see spice, horses, peacocks, amber. Nothing special really. Like I would consider these like bad rares.
No, I mean good that they can use horses for for French, of course.
Oh yes, of course, you're right. The French horses. I guess that's pretty good for them. I do kind of like T2H's placement a little bit more, just because they have the Americans player right in the front to attack,
Yeah,
You really don't want to
yeah.
be attacked as an American player. They have the Russians player up front, which is very nice. You know, you don't want to attack into a Russians player. The French player is just kind of given a lot of space to be on their own against a Nubians player. You know, I think, like, it's pretty nice for T2H, honestly.
Yeah, I think I kind of feel bad for Washington here, with Rome and Russia at their feet.
Yeah, it's a
At the
little
right at the border.
spooky.
Yeah, and also the mountains. I mean, yeah, I don't know. For that big mountain is like half and half. They don't really have anything else, so they have to build towards the back.
Yeah, true. We do see here Dark Knight struggling on wood a little bit. Made a second woodcutter's camp because the first one was only a +4. I don't know why he walked all the way over here to get this tiny +4 when there's a +4 right next to his base, but that's life. You see commerce coming out of most players here. Dark Knight and Phantom are the only ones who haven't finished it yet. Phantom halfway there, and Dark Knight just clicking up on it now.
Yeah. Also, American's not very fast, and then then you're also behind with the wood, or you need to walk all the way to the other end.
Yeah.
It's also a tough start.
Yep.
Because he just started. He's almost finished his library at over the 5-minute mark.
Yeah, that's true. I'm at 5:32, by the way. Just want to double check.
Oh damn,
I'm a little ahead. Do you see here the first heavy ship is out from Hullabaloo, already beginning the raid. Let's see the micro here. Hullabaloo looks like he's going to keep it active, trying to deny his opponents water as much as possible. Take a quick look at the ruin counts here. Do you see here Oleg is leading with 250 ruins. That's quite a bit of ruins, but DXB also doing quite well with 200. Phantom and Dark Knight, of course, kind of dragging along here.
Yeah.
In terms of the scouting, it's not really that important, the scouting on this map, all things considered. You just need to know where your opponents are and any vulnerable areas, as well as their rares. So you don't really need to scout as much, which, you know, is kind of another reason why Spanish not that great on this map.
I mean, there are a decent amount of runes on the map.
True.
Maybe you can send a late scout or something, or later send a scout. But yeah. I don't think I wouldn't have picked the Spanish, but then again, I'm not a nomad master anyway. But...
Fair enough. We do see here the ships are coming out for T2H. They've started making quite a few ships, and TyNp have made 0 ships so far. You see a Civic for Oleg, no military. Let's see what Flames is up to, or Phantom is up to. Phantom's gonna go military, as is Flames.
Let's see. What time are you?
I'm at 7 minutes. I just got to 7 minutes.
Yeah, but do you have like your thing? What was it called? Last time we put VSync.
VSync? Oh yeah, here. Let me check. Options. Where do I find this? VSync. Am I blind?
It's at graphics.
Graphics. Alright, apologies, folks. We're gonna really quickly just... Yeah, I have VSync on. Quick water battles here. Flames is actually gonna lose a heavy ship. A bit of a sloppy mistake from him. We do see here infantry raids, some archers on Flames' woodline. So DXB is starting to put some good pressure on the left side here. I think that's where T2H have to play if they want to make things happen. You know, as a French player, if you're on the defensive, it doesn't feel very good at all. You really want to be pushing the aggressive, pushing the offensive with, you know, with powerful heavy cavalry and healing on your opponent's territory. But T2H are kind of driven off the water here. Do you see Phantom has gone double heavy ship and is making a 3rd heavy ship and maybe a 4th. Oleg's denying Hullabaloo's city right now.
Wait, where is he building it? Oh, shit.
On the bottom side, yeah.
Yeah, see, there's
is
nothing. There's no units for it. He's sending one. No, that's not his. No, that's not his citizen. No, there's nothing. There's nobody there.
There's nobody there. Yeah, maybe a citizen got killed. Phantom spamming ships. He's gone 3 ships, now up to 4 triremes, and T2H, they're not going to be making very many ships at all. It looks like DXB has chosen to go for a quick age up instead. Very curious what his strategy is going to be. I think T2H's plans of winning this game really rests on him here.
I think he feels like he has a chance against the French player Flames.
Yeah. I think, like, right now, like, just, like, looking as is, I think he has a pretty reasonable chance. I mean, I think, like, he hasn't gotten his Civic yet, but I think, like, he aged faster. His eco is pretty reasonable. Flames is still getting his eco together. Doesn't have a single rare yet, not even a market, so... The issue is going to be water, and we do see here lots of water combat here. Triremes out, and we do see DXB already making fire ships here. This is one of the reasons why you go for this quick classical, so you can get that early fire raft. But it looks like Phantom is going to be nice and try and keep his triremes alive. Looks like he's going to be able to keep both triremes alive, and he's actually going to lose a fire ship here because Hullabaloo is not in position to fight off this bark here. Lots of water combat here in this early game.
Yeah, it seems to be on the water only at the moment. Except for the French and Nubian player at a skirmish there, but
yep.
They're more on the water. Well, that's all about. That's this map. It's all about this small lake in the middle.
Yeah, that's true. Lots of ships here for both sides. Hullabaloo still not quite aged up yet. He's about to age up. Phantom still a little ways away. Gonna go for Science 1. And Oleg has just clicked up himself. Lots of brawling in this water here. I'm curious again what DXB is up to. Has gone for Civic and actually has gone for Galley upgrade. This is something you'll see players do for that trying to fight for dominance on the water.
He's really pushing it then.
Yeah, definitely.
Getting a second mine as well.
Yep. Would like to see him throw down a Senate so he can get his Republic going. I think he's kind of a little bit stuck on his income here.
He could use it for sure. He's stuck there.
And you see Oleg putting forward Senate here, trying to push his territory forward and pressure Washington as much as possible. Dark Knight making his first stable here. This game, still anybody's game, you know, the score is definitely in T2H's favor, especially considering Flames and Phantom are only now aging up, but, you know, anything can happen. Lots of capitals being moved around, forward capitals.
Yeah, there's a lot going on over here.
Phantom got a small fleet left still.
This time he did make a tower.
Yep. Would like to see DXB make another heavy ship if he can. The next heavy ship is extremely valuable, I think. Because right now, his allies are just healing their heavy ships. Hullabaloo finally aging up. He's the last one to age. Dark Knight finishing up his second city now. This is a forward second city. A little suspect given Oleg just went Despot. Oleg going military too now.
I mean, Despot is his thing anyway.
Yeah. 3 galleys here for DXB, although they are kind of burning and you know, they're not really healing much. You see Hullabaloo sending out his ships.
But I think you're...
I'm at 1240.
Like...
1240.
Yeah, me too now. I fast forward a little bit because I feel like
every time you're like 10
seconds. Yeah, like 10 seconds in front of
Alright, we do see here DXB has kind of gone back and now they're fighting in the water. It does look like, tentatively, it looks like it's kind of a stalemate in the water. T2H fighting for their 1.5 fishes. Oh, one heavy ship's gonna be taken out by fire raft.
Ooh, yeah. Well, they got 3. They're using 3, right? No, 4.
Yeah.
They're using 4 fish spots. There's like one in the middle.
T2H are using 4. Yeah, they actually aren't using all of them. Because I think that some of their fishes were killed. But
well, DXB and Oleg are using the same one.
That's funny.
In the top there.
You see here, Despot for the French player, Flames, of course. Really, he wants to just keep his opponent off his back, and the best way to do that is attack. Senator here for DXB, no surprise.
If you're French, then yes.
Dark Knight's already got Archer upgrade, which is a nice little pickup for him, and he's actually going to go Siege Factory as well. What is Oleg up to? Where's Oleg's army? Ah, he's ambushed around the back. He's going around the side, and this is Dark Knight not scouting with his Senator, nor no lookout either, so maybe going to sack Madrid here. We do see a lookout coming along for Hullabaloo at Madrid, so he maybe knows that this is coming. Would like to see T2H raid their opponent's rares. None of these rares on land are protected. Single Horse Archer or a single Hoplite is good enough.
Yeah, look. Good thing he's making a lookout indeed.
Yeah. Oh, a nice little ambush here from Flames. Here. Gonna pick off a few merchants. There's no tower at this gems. Looks like T2H have won water for the time being. Their opponents just kind of healing up their ships. And here we go. Hullabaloo is being attacked by Oleg. Oleg with 7 legions here. No militia, no attrition.
My charger came undone. Kept going.
Alright, this is not looking good. Militia upgrade still isn't started for Hullabaloo. He's not paying attention.
Oh wait, it's not finished yet. Now it is. But is he also gonna use his scholars? Oh, he's also using his scholars. That's expensive.
Very expensive indeed. Madrid is sacked by Oleg here. Some kind of sloppy play here from T2H. They're just kind of giving it up. No militia upgrade, and Hullabaloo did have vision of that, and now he's gonna go fight.
Oleg doesn't mind. He just wants to get the plunder anyway.
Yep, just get the plunder and throw down wonders here.
He's also already attacking another city.
Yep.
That spot is dead though. I think he deleted it though.
Yeah, I just got to 16 minutes here.
Oh, now I'm ahead.
Yeah, now you're. My charger came undone, so that's why I was slowing down.
Okay. Let me pause for a couple seconds.
Yep. Big problems here for T2H. Hullabaloo's basically knocked out of the game. Phantom is not really doing much, to be honest. His score is very low, so I think they still could have a chance in this game. It does look like T2H are still leading in score, all things considered. They really just need to stave off the assault from their opponents, because, well, their opponents are on double despot, and they have control of water right now.
Yeah, I feel like Phantom is more focusing on sea and other things.
Yep. It does look like Flames is beginning to siege Napata here. I feel like DXB's army is bigger. No, he can just like ambush and run into him.
Yeah, but there's only horses there.
I mean, he's got 2 phalanx.
More... Yeah, but he's creating more. He's got them on auto queue. If he gets like a couple more, he'll win that for sure. Well, if he needs some more horses as well, honestly, but...
Yep.
But yeah.
Phantom beginning to fight water again. He's going for galley upgrade.
Yeah, Oleg is 2 versus 1 here. I mean, 1 versus 2 here.
Yep. Oleg's pulled some militia here.
Yeah, I don't know...
no archer upgrade for Hullabaloo. Oleg's just spamming out units. Trying desperately to take the city. On the other side, the French player has a lot of... Oh, he's pulled militia here from Flames.
Ooh.
He's got a lot of militia pulled. I think DXB needs to run here. I don't think he can fight this.
No,
and the city is captured. These units are not good at fighting militia, and DXB has to run. He has no craft on his senator, so he's gonna lose a lot of units here.
Ooh.
He has no militia either. No tower in sight. Oh no, he has a tower. Never mind. He just didn't upgrade it.
No, he doesn't have militia.
No, he doesn't have militia. Does not have enough metal here. Water's being fought again once more by T2H.
He could sell some food though, and then buy some metal.
Oleg still somehow holding this city. It looks like Dark Knight does not have attrition, so the militia are able to fight freely. And Oleg's gonna back off. Did fight a good fight, 1v2, but is not able to take the city. And Flames taking a city from DXB, who I think he definitely could have fought earlier. He just didn't, and then he didn't have militia upgrade to hold his own city. So big trouble there for T2H on this left side.
Well, he still doesn't have militia.
Yeah, still no militia upgrade. His tower's gonna die soon.
He needs to make another one.
I don't know what he's doing. He does have Hanging Gardens.
Oh wait, he has another one. He has another one next to Gems.
Oh, okay. Do you see here Oleg still pressuring forward? The tower is taken down. He's still fighting 1v2. Somehow he's still winning. I think this line of archers is really helping as well as just funneling militia over as much as he can.
He's still going for it.
Yeah, but he is going to lose some units getting bribed, unfortunately, and this is going to cause Oleg to kind of have to back off. Let's see if he can keep his sieges alive. Looks like he can keep one. Units. Yeah, fighting 2v1 like this is a little too tough. But now Flames is free to go, well, I guess he can go to Hollow Blue's capital, but there's not really much point because the capital already got sacked once. I guess he can destroy his eco, but...
He should just march on to the cap of DXB. Well, he's aging though, so could be difficult.
Yeah, I would like to see DXB be a lot more active with these light horses. Like, you don't make 8 light horses to let them stand there. They're going to start pressuring Oleg's capital here. Hollow Blue a little bit out of position. No problem.
See, because...
And T2H have 1C, it looks like.
Phantom is really taking over the sea, but they are not using the fish though.
Nope.
Yet. Well, I mean, they're preoccupied, but still.
Flames lost a bunch of archers to these light cavalry here. His pure maneuverability. He wasn't in position with this heavy infantry. Nubian's player is age 3 now. Game is still close.
Yeah, it's not over yet.
Militia being pulled again from Oleg. He has a lot of infantry, a lot of militia here.
Oh, damn.
Close game still. Does look like Oleg has won this fight 2v1 still. He's somehow still fighting here. Highest score in the game.
I don't know how he's doing it, but...
He's doing it, definitely. T2H once again trying to fight water, sending some fire rafts and other unupgraded ships over. I feel like DXB's economy is really not that good. I mean, it's like fine, he has a lot of wood and timber, but he's missing a lot of wealth and a lot of food. I feel like he could have a much better economy here. Oleg is driven off for the time being, has to heal up his archers. Can't lose them here. And American's player has aged. Hollow Blue also aging now. So T2H having the tech advantage for the time being, even though TyNp have the momentum advantage.
For now. Oleg is... Well, no, I mean, Phantom is... Phantom is really focusing only on the water.
Yeah, I feel like that's the only thing Phantom has done in the last little bit. He even... Oh, he didn't even have Republic. He's researching his government in 22 minutes. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's what this map does to you.
Yeah. Flames keeping the city of Napata very well secured. Fortress, tower, and lookout here. DXB gradually building up an army kind of slowly. His eco is really not that good. He has 200 max income, but he's just lacking a lot of food. On the bottom side, Oleg's getting slowly sieged by a single siege. Six galleys here for Phantom. And Hollow Blue is teching up himself.
Yeah, there's both sieging Oleg.
Dark Knight gonna go for pyramids. He hasn't made his wonder all game.
Then Flames is aging. The other team is already in H2.
Yep. I kind of think DXB missed his opportunity here. He's a lot of knowledge, but really needs to get his techs together in place. He's gonna go for military 3 here.
He really wants to keep going.
Yeah.
Well, he probably wants the city back.
Yeah, that's true. What is Oleg up to? Oleg has a few units here. Apollo Blue gonna bleed a catapult for free. His units are not in position. And Oleg's gonna go and try and snipe the cavalry, or the catapults, but the crossbows say no, the 7 American crossbows. Gonna stop him there.
By the way, I am noticing that the score in the graph in the game is not updated.
Oh, okay. I'll update that at the end of the game. Oh, big rush here from Flames. He saw his opponent rushed forward and is going to hit his flank and actually just completely wipe out DXB here, I think. Flames even with unupgraded.
He doesn't know about it.
Yeah, DXB taking a really bad engagement. He just, he ran his cavalry forward and then all his archers were exposed. And he just threw away 20 units, I think.
Yeah. That's tough.
Really sloppy play there from DXB, unfortunately, and that's going to cost him probably that left side, and probably T2H this game, to be honest. I mean, they're leading in score, but all he needs to do is just defend, or at least keep even, but now it looks like Flames is going to run him over just because the army difference here.
Yeah, that's... I mean, he's making some units again, but he just lost his army.
Yeah, he just kind of ran them in and they died.
He's also building a castle.
Does Flames see that? It looks like he doesn't see it. Despot vision not quite good enough, so not going to get denied, fortunately, for DXB.
Depends where he's going to move to.
Yep.
Phantom is raiding rares.
Yep, just with a few units, you know, if you have the brain cells to do it, this is definitely not a bad move at all.
And it seems like Hullabaloo is moving back.
Yeah, he's going back. I don't know if I love this. I think I would much rather them kill Oleg, because they have the Colossus here.
If you wait too long, then Oleg is going to use that Colossus.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's super good if Dark Knight gets his hands on it, right? I think. I mean, I guess Rome is, or sorry, and Kana is really defended, but the problem is if you leave, you know, you're just gonna keep getting sieged by Oleg.
Then, at some point, Oleg's gonna find out Hullabaloo is not there.
Very large army from Flames. He's actually not too far from Military 3, so with his armor soon, his army is gonna be really nasty to deal with. Castle's getting sieged. Tactics is researched, but DXB only have 59 population compared to the 72 of Flames. That's what happens when you throw your army away, folks.
Yeah, then the tactic is not going to help you.
Yep. Hollow Blue just kind of running to, I don't know, I think he's chasing the army raid, is that what it is? I'm not sure. Lots of water boats here. Looks like T2H have taken back the water for the time being. Phantom, the last one to age up. And Oleg is now sitting on top of Providence. No static defenses whatsoever here for Dark Knight.
It seems like Dark Knight wants to attack Moscow.
Yeah, I think he's turned back around now, and his senator actually gets sniped because he just runs it in and dies, and now he's turning around. I don't know what's happening. This is like really sloppy still. This micro.
Yeah, castle's gonna go down.
On this left side, what is Hullabaloo gonna do? Is he gonna help out Flames? I think they can't fight this army, no? This army looks too strong for both of them.
Yeah, with the French healing, I would say yes.
Yep. Oleg with quite a few crossbows. He's gonna pick off the rest of Dark Knight's army, and you know, I feel like this game is literally just T2H just running in their armies and feeding their armies away.
Yeah,
Like, I feel like they literally had a good chance of winning despite the early cap sack.
Yeah, they got you can kind of see it back in the stats with the kills and stuff. Kind of.
Yeah.
Not for Dark Knight per se, but well, now at the end. But...
Yeah, now at the end he's getting cooked a little bit, and GG is called. Yeah, I kind of feel like T2H really had this game in the bag, honestly. Like they're early. Like I felt like Phantom really didn't do anything in this game, and it was just like they just made like 2 bad army blunders, and then the game was over.
Yeah, I think I mean Phantom was focusing on water. Okay, that's of course that's annoying, but yeah, it could have been different. I think they could have won the game with a couple different decisions.
Yeah, I definitely think so. I feel like this decision on the top side to missing militia and then not being able to defend your city was super sloppy. Some of the fights here in the bottom side were also super sloppy from T2H, you know, and TyNp, they didn't execute perfectly, you know, they definitely made some mistakes in this game, but you know, they were able to take it across the finish line, and that's going to be 2-0 in favor of TyNp.
Yep, I think they played well though.
Yeah, they did. Alrighty, folks, we are gonna take a quick break here. I'm gonna go ahead and update the graphic. Give me a second here. We're gonna take a quick like 10-minute break. You think?
Yeah, 5-10 minutes.
Yeah. All right. So we'll take a 10-minute break, and we'll be back shortly, folks, for the rest of the games. Hope you guys are enjoying the cast so far, and see you guys in a little bit. All right, folks, welcome back. We figured we'd start a little bit early, given we want to make sure Sylvan gets enough sleep. It's pretty late his time. Thank you for staying up, Sylvan.
I mean, I can go for another hour.
All right, sounds good.
If needed be, I'll be longer as well.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so we're gonna jump into game number 3 now of TyNp versus T2H. Let's go ahead and get started. Wait, hold on. Here we go. Alrighty.
Here we go.
Okay, I am starting in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, folks, welcome to game 3 of T2H versus TyNp. This is the grand finals of the Nomadium 4. Let's take a look at the players and their nations on Great Lakes. We'll go ahead and start with TyNp this time. They've got Phantom playing tier 1 as Mongols, Oleg playing tier 3 as Greeks, and Flames playing tier 4 as Dutch. On the other side, T2H. They're playing, we've got Hullabaloo as tier 1s as Egyptians, Dark Knight playing tier 3 as Persians, and DXB playing tier 4 as Chinese. Seven, what do you think? What do you think about these picks? Who do you think has the edge here?
I mean, Egypt is kind of the go-to pick on this map. I feel like, where
Yeah,
everybody's
definitely.
saying like, yeah, Egypt's for legs, and that stuff like that. Chinese. I think Chinese are not that bad on this map, but I feel like on this tournament, every time you pick Chinese in a team, that team lost. So
Yep. The
don't know
stats
about-
do
I
not
don't know
lie, my
about that,
friends.
though.
We'll check the
Yeah.
stats after this, okay? I will update them.
Yeah.
We will check the stats.
at least the first half of the tournament was
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Yes.
Um,
And yeah, Persians. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you can go wrong with Persians anyway.
It's true. I do kind of like the picks slightly more for T2H this game. I think like these picks kind of make a little bit more sense to me. Like I think like conceptually Chinese makes sense. Persians conceptually make sense. I think what they're lacking is on T2H, they're lacking like a space maker, if you know what I mean. Like a nation that can actually like raid your opponent and force them to do things, force reactions.
I mean, you could do that with like the elephants with Persians, but yeah.
True.
I mean,
It's a little tricky. It's like you would really rather have like, you know, like honestly, Aztecs is not bad, I would say, because at least you get like heavy bonuses for raiding. I just think like their raids are going to be quite slow, whereas on the other side, you know, I can kind of see Mongols or Greeks player being pretty quick with the raids.
And with Mongols, you can just send some horses on the back.
Yes,
and be
definitely.
annoying.
Yeah. You know, but we'll have to see.
course, the
I
Greeks.
think Lakes kind of rewards like good play and scouting. If you can scout your opponent's rares, you kind of know what to do roughly, and then you know, from there it's just Rise of Nations fundamentals. So let's take a look at where the players are located. We can start with TyNp. We've got on the top side, in the pocket here, the red Greeks player. This is Oleg here. On the right side, the green Dutch player, Flames. And on the left side, the blue Mongols player, Phantom. For T2H, they've on the left wing, we've got the yellow Egyptians player, Hullabaloo. In the pocket, the purple Persians player, Dark Knight. And finally, on the right side, we've got the white Chinese player, DXB.
Yes. And I see a lot of. I think I see a lot of good rares as well.
Yeah. Thoughts on fast forwarding through the next 3 minutes?
I normally fast forward to the first 4 or 5 minutes anyway.
All right, let's do it.
Oh.
We're speeding. We're so fast. We're so fast. Look at the text. People are going Commerce 1. Wow, amazing. Commerce 1 on Lakes. So surprising. I'm going to stop at 6 minutes, I think.
Okay, I'll do the same.
All right, we're stopping at 6 minutes. All right, so let's take a quick look at the ruin count here. Does look like TyNp have the better ruin count by far, partially because they're a little bit more spread out on the map. And you see the beginning fishes going up here. This is a nice 5 fish for T2H here on this right, and then this is also somehow a 5 fish here for TyNp. I mean. Yeah. So you see the first markets.
That's
Let's
great.
talk through the rares. We can go ahead and start with T2H. So they've got sugar, they've got cotton, they've got citrus, they've got copper, they've got bison, they've got, what is this? That is bison. Did I miss rare? They've got obsidian, they've got gems, they've got a wool. On the other side, there's relics, horses, silver, peacocks, amber, wine, spice, and diamonds. I think I gotta give the edge to TyNp. I feel like their rares are just much better.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like relics, silver, peacocks is pretty good on this map. The extra pop cap usually matters. They've got diamonds. They've got a pretty good selection of like random knowledge rares.
Yeah.
Their opponents, right? They have, how many knowledge rares do they have? They've got they've got obsidian.
Obsidian.
Yeah, so a few. You see a Colossus immediately thrown down for Hullabaloo. If you're Hullabaloo this game, do you... Oh, what is this? Military 1, early military 1, gonna pick off a citizen, and Dark Knight's gonna immediately send it across the map. On the other hand, Oleg has gone for the military 1. What is he up to with the military 1? Does he have barracks yet? No barracks yet.
He's gonna build a second city at Karakorum, and then he's probably gonna build barracks from there.
Yeah, forward barracks is my guess. I think they want to pressure here because they're the Mongols player. Mongols player Mongols player and Greeks player can really put a lot of pressure on an Egyptian's player who's spamming archers from a crossbow. From the Colossus, I mean. And
for sure, if he's gonna go double Wonder.
Yeah. Phantom going for Commerce 2 here. No surprise there. This is a pretty nice thing to do on this map if you have the resources and time for it. Quick H2 for DXB here. Is this going to be a Hanging Gardens or just a quick age?
He could Hanging Gardens. He doesn't have the food for it though.
Yeah, it kind of seems pretty costly to go Hanging Gardens this early on. It's not like his opponents have shown any sign of going Wonder. I mean, you could. Let's take a look at how the scouting is for both teams. T2H not doing an amazing job scouting. They haven't really seen their opponents like at all. Whereas TyNp, they've done a little bit of a better job scouting. They just started scouting their opponents, and they've scouted most of the center of the map.
Yeah, I think the last game we casted, they also didn't scout their opponents.
Yeah. Yeah, those rares were unprotected for a really long time.
And no bear. I don't see a bear yet though. I think he just wanted to get his library full.
Hey, one more time.
No, Oleg didn't build a barrack yet.
Oh, huh. I wonder why. Maybe to fill out the scholars, the population.
I think it could be because he's at 41 at the moment.
Yeah, probably. You see here, all of T2H have actually gone Commerce 2. If you look at their tech trees, they've all gone Commerce 2 before aging up. Phantom now aging. I'm surprised that the Dutch player's gone Commerce 2. And we do see Hanging Gardens drop by Phantom.
I mean, we Dutchies are known for our commerce.
Indeed, indeed.
I mean, I don't know what they're planning, but maybe they're gonna go for a despot or something.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I mean, this map, there's a lot of different like builds you can do, so like a lot of different strategies and stuff. We do see Stable coming out from like forward Stable there, so it looks like he's gonna be the one making space for his Mongol ally there.
And they are using the relics at least. Did the other team scouted that?
I don't think so.
They haven't even been there.
No, they have not scouted at all. This is free raids here off the territory, but fortunately for them, they're going to be missing it.
Hanging Gardens for Phantom, by the way.
Yep. I just hit 11 minutes, by the way. Oh, we do see Despot here from Oleg. So no surprise there. Oleg loving to be aggressive, especially, you know, even on lakes. Just gonna push the offensive. His ally has gotten Hanging Gardens, so I'll have to see what he can do with it. Despot finished up.
Yes, but of course. No surprise there from Oleg.
Yep, typical Oleg move. You see here, Dark Knight has aged up with Commerce 2, 1121. And so far, off the back of those rares and the better scouting, does look like TyNp have a sizable lead this game. You know, their Hang Garden's going to finish up eventually. The Egyptians player is still kind of doing whatever. The eco's not quite there yet. No scholars even. So it looks like T2H are in quite a bit of trouble actually in terms of the long term.
Yeah, also because with the knowledge.
Yep.
If they have relics, it's gonna be very nice.
They are going to finally scout it, I think. Yep, here we go. DXB is going to finally scout relics for his team and see the enemy is using it, maybe?
Yeah, he's going to see it.
He sees it, okay.
If he's...
I expect to see a raid there going shortly, because he does have a stable already. Yep, Light Horse being queued. Vanguards finishes.
Alright. Then you're like 5 seconds ahead of me.
Okay, fair enough. Oleg going double stable actually for maximum production here. I like this move a lot. He's heavy cavalries and he's going to ambush immediately. On the top side here, ooh, this raid is still happening. This heavy infantry from Dark Knight came all the way over here and killed the merchant, I think, or a caravan or something. Yeah, long trip there. I think he saw this wood camp, but he turning around the other way. Okay.
Yeah, he walked past it for sure.
Yep.
I mean, he does see it.
DXB going to try and deny the relics from his opponents, and we do see here the heavy cavalry are here to raid. Do I see an ambush to save this? No ambush. Copper Merchant going to go down. Tribe trying to finish,
He's going to raid relics though.
Yep.
And he's building a city next to it. Well,
yes.
Next to it, close to it. But that could be...
Old Blue might lose the Senator here if he's not careful. No, he's gonna back it off. See the micro? Oh, he's gonna lose a heavy cavalry. He's gonna lose a light cavalry for a heavy horse archer. Not a bad trade for Oleg.
He might even lose his other light cav because of the armed merchant.
Oh, yep. Do you see a raiding party here from Phantoms being sent down the center? And the cavalry gonna deny relics there. Yep. Not really liking the micro here from Hullabaloo. Kind of sloppy, losing a lot of units.
I do have to say Oleg's micro is pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, this is what happens when you have the good micro in Nomad. You can kind of do this on lakes.
Yeah, that's it's also more a standard player anyway.
Fair enough.
Eco is pretty good though.
Yeah, no, the Commerce 2 early is really paying off, and he has enough resources for science or medieval. And he's gonna go for science 3.
Of course he is.
What is Dark Knight doing? Spamming scholars, and not much else.
He wants to go to H3 fast, I think.
Yep.
Relics is lost though, and horses could be lost as well.
Yeah, it's true. It's burning in attrition now. Horse raid here on Beijing. Gonna try and pick off a few merchants. If he picks off, like, all of them, I'd say it's worth it. Otherwise, it is a little expensive. These horses are kind of going ham, these Oleg companions here. Doing a ton of work. He's a little bit trapped right now. Might lose one to a bribe. We'll have to see. Yep, does lose a low HP one to a bribe.
I think he's gonna kill the Senator.
Yep, did pick off the Senator, I think.
Yeah, he killed the Senator.
Yep, looks like Dark Knight's Senator is getting away, but still, I mean, this needs to be dealt with right now. And this is kind of the problem I was thinking about in the middle of the game. Like, who on T2H is gonna be aggressive? You know, like who's raiding their opponents? Like I haven't seen a single raid aside from that heavy infantry at the beginning of the game. You know.
That is. These are some higher level raids.
Yeah, like I mean, this is just so annoying to deal with if you're a T2H.
Yeah,
The heavy cavalry are just too fast.
Early on is crazy. And the dash body gets plundered as well. You can just spam.
Looks like Flames went for an army raid here. Gonna get 1 unit bribe, but pick off 2 merchants. I'd say that's definitely worth it.
He's got to secure horses though. He's gonna build a fort there.
Oh yeah, yep. Fort going down. Gonna try and secure his horses once more. And we do see Medieval Age for Oleg and Flames here. Dark Knight and DXP both have signs 3 though, so that can't be understated. If they can hold on and not take too much damage until they get to H4, then I think that could be really big for them. But I mean, so far it does not. I'm not super convinced of their ability to do that.
The Egypt player is on the wrong side.
Yeah, his also tech tree is just really bad.
His eco,
he has 48 population. I think he just took a lot of damage from the raid from Oleg.
Yeah, he got raided hard.
Yep. Oleg going double barracks, siege factory. I think he definitely wants to push here.
H3 he's gonna go for that city.
Yep.
And I think Phantom is gonna join them.
Yeah, it does look like Hullabaloo has so many floating resources. He can spam crossbows. He can make more production. Like he has 1,000 wood and 800 timber.
He probably wants to get some units in.
Yeah.
For the good thing. Maybe build a. Could he? I think he can, right?
DXB goes pyramids here, and Hullabaloo is starting to age up.
Well, he might not have the time for it, but maybe a fort would be nice.
Oh, Oleg makes a costly mistake. He's gonna lose a companion, a royal companion, to a bribe there. He's gonna trade that out for another one.
Oh, yeah, that always feels bad.
Yeah, to get your unit bribed. Yeah.
Red Lake's been raided.
Ooh. Nice little raid there. Army raid once more from Flames. Does feel like TyNp have the edge here, mostly just off of Oleg just disrupting so much down the center. Phantom with the lowest score on his team, despite being untouched and having hanging gardens, he's just kind of able to like boom away, not really worry too much and let Oleg do the heavy lifting for him.
Yeah, Phantom is relaxing.
Phantom gonna go for Forbidden City here.
Where is he gonna build it?
I don't know. Where is this Forbidden City? Wait, it's near Athens.
Ah, yeah.
Left of Athens.
Yeah, it's next to the mine.
Yeah. Yeah, Dark Knight, or sorry, Hullabaloo getting super punished for no fort, nothing here. He has so many resources, so much resources, but no production, no units, and he's gonna get spawn camped here a little bit. There's no tower, no fortress, so there's nothing protecting him, and he's gonna lose a lot of units. Raid down the center, nice little raid there from Dark Knight. Gonna pick off some wine merchants, very nice. And Flames is pushing with a medieval army trebuchet upgrade coming along. No science 3. He does have the resources. Instead, he is just gonna mass this pretty large army with tactics and pressure.
And no fortress from EXP, I see.
Yep.
So no tactics to defend again.
Yeah, that's true.
And also, I think he has like 5 units. Yeah, 5 units. So he needs to get his units up as well.
Oleg doing his best to micro here. He's going to pick off a knight. These crossbows, trying to get as much value out of them right now. But he is going to lose some of his army. He is fighting 2v1 here.
Yeah, but I think one of them has to help out DXP.
Yeah, DXP looks like he's in quite a bit of trouble. He's spamming units and trying to make his castle right now. He has a lot of resources, still a lot of population to go. He's missing 20 population of army here. And his metal income is really bad. I think that's mostly because he's pulled all these villagers off of the mine to make that fortress.
Yeah. And also, I think he was planning or hoping not to be attacked before he reaches H4.
Ah, yes, that's true.
That's pretty fast to go H4.
Yep. Castle finishes up. Tactics upgrade unlocked and available. He's still 100 knowledge off of H4, and he has no army, so even if he ages up, he needs way more units. And Flames sees the weakness, is going to go charge for it.
Yeah, he has a huge army anyway.
Yep. But, you know, DXP trying to do the right thing, just keep on making production, making units, making sure he doesn't die here. He really can't be bleeding out units, though, is the thing. And,
he's spamming units now.
Yep. Oleg here is actually really close to aging with silver. He'll be able to click up once this merchant is down, so he's very close to aging. He has slingers out already. DXP, still not enough production. Can click up now. Castle putting in work.
Let's see these things.
Flame's gonna try and take the city. I don't know if he has enough. I mean, he has a lot of knights, is the good thing, and DXP has like no pikes whatsoever. I think one spy or two would be super impactful from DXP.
Yeah, but that castle has to go down as well.
Yep. 3 catapults begin sieging away. Let's see, DXP losing units left, right, and center. He's lost all of his cavalry. Flames' center is still mostly unchecked. 6 crossbows alive still. And looks like DXP is going to lose the city very soon. Another bribe going down.
Also, Dark Knight is raiding Flames in the back.
Oh, yes. That's a nice little move. Unfortunately, Phantom and Oleg are already aging up.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough. How far is Hullabaloo?
Hullabaloo is pretty far. He's super far. He doesn't have military or commerce for aging up. And he's only on 14 scholars. 110 knowledge income. This is not what you're hoping your Egyptian player is doing at 24 minutes in the game.
No. And he's just started building his third city.
Yep. Flames finally takes down that fortress, and looks like despite DXP aging up, he probably will take the city. DXP just really missing a few units. He really made his... He just did not have enough production, and he's going to lose the city as a result. Militia are pulled. He's going to... This very expensive militia hold.
Oh man, yeah, that's militias.
And if you look at the left side, Oleg has a massive army. 3 catapults, despots, bombards, and arquebusier upgrade coming, and he has 7 cavalry. I think he can beat them 2v1 here, if, you know, Dark Knight really doesn't have many units at all. Only 82 population.
Where's Phantom, by the way?
I think Phantom has literally just been booming. He has a lot of... Oh, he's a lot of ships. Do you see? He's about to raid water.
Yeah, also, but he's also building... he has a fortress in the middle, and he's building some barracks and stuff also in the middle.
Oh, yes.
He's gonna attack purple.
Yep. We are in big trouble here from T2H. Although, honestly, I don't really think Phantom needs to do anything at this point.
It doesn't feel like it, but...
No.
I mean...
Well, like, with a very large army, gonna start pressuring Pyramuses. There is enough production now here for Hullabaloo, but Hullabaloo, I'm pretty sure he's the lowest population in the game with 73. He has a Colossus.
Yeah, it didn't work out yet.
EXP, the only hope left for T2H. You know, he has gunpowder. He has monarchy. Flames, just researching gunpowder now.
I mean, good defense though.
Yeah.
So...
And Oleg is pressuring the city heavily. These Arquebus Immortals doing quite a number. They're quite good against these cavalry. You don't have to run in, and they're much better than the melee elite pikemen, I think. But still here, Oleg with a pretty large army. His Monarch is almost sniped, actually. 17 HP left, but I don't think he can quite get the kill. And we do see Hullabaloo with a pretty large army that's been hidden away, and he's actually going to pick off a lot of Oleg's army. Oleg getting his army kind of smashed. He lost 20 population in one quick go, and he's going to be pressed back. So big win there for T2H, but their water is getting raided, and they're still losing the tech battle. Again, the issue is Hullabaloo has like no library. His library is really bad.
Yeah, in the long run, it's going to be difficult. Because Dark Knight and DXB are doing well.
Yep. Let's see. What is Dark Knight up to? Dark Knight has a lot of knowledge and not that many resources, mostly because he lost all of those ships.
Yeah, underwater.
Yeah. Phantom making more production down the center. What is, I wonder what EXB's plan is here. He has Bombard upgrade. It is about to finish up.
He's gonna castle there as well.
Yep.
Gonna move the battlefield.
I think his army is like smaller than Flames's though, so I don't know if he can actually push this.
Well, I mean, he does have Monarch.
That's true, but Flames is about halfway there. I think once he goes Monarch, he'll go pressure.
I think he's not gonna attack now. But also, he does have more horses. I think he could win the battle though. He's gonna win the battle.
All right, here we go. Flame's gonna go for a charge, waiting for Monarch to finish. There's no heavy infantry here for EXB, which means his army is extremely vulnerable, going for crate decoys. Flames has like twice the amount of cavalry, but and DXB is gonna get his army wiped once again. He made the same mistake he did last time. He didn't make any heavy infantry, and he's gonna get his army cleaned up.
Yeah, I think that's also. If you play with China, the Chinese, I think that's. I mean, for me, it's like a common mistake. I always forget to make heavies because you got that special gunpowder infantry.
Yep.
Like then you make too few of the pikemen.
Yep, it's true. Those pikemen are really important. They make sure that your opponent can't just run at you with their army and wipe out your whole army there. And that's exactly what happened on that side. EXP chose to stand and fight, and he's left with 4 units. And GG is called.
Yeah. That's official.
T2H gonna tap out there. Kind of getting run over and outplayed on both sides there, unfortunately for them. And, I feel like if they had picked a different nation, maybe they could have played a little differently. But unfortunately, it wasn't enough. So that's gonna be game 3 going to TyNp, which means we're now at match point. I'm gonna go ahead and update the graphic here really quick. And then if you're ready, Sylvan, we can jump into the next game.
Yeah, I got it open.
Great. Graphic. Okay, graphic updated. And go back here. Alrighty, folks. So we are. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I want to say I feel like if they had different nations, it could have been different.
True. All right, folks.
No, man, it's the game is already
we are about to start game number 4 here. This is the potentially last game of the tournament here, because this is match point. It's 3-0 in TyNp's favor. If you are following along, if you've been watching the tournament, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are doing well out there, and I hope you guys enjoy this last game. Potentially, I mean, it kind of seems like TyNp has had the momentum. I mean, they are up 3-0. But we shouldn't count T2H out just quite yet. So we are going to see in this game number 4. I'm at the 1 second mark. Ready when you are, Sylvan.
Me too.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty, we are on Amazon Rainforest for this game. Let's take a look at the players and their nations. We've got, we'll go ahead and start with T2H. They've got Turks, played by DXB. They've got Hullabaloo playing Romans, and they've got Dark Knight playing Dutch. On the other side, we've got, let's see, this is Flames playing Egyptians, Phantom playing Iroquois, and Oleg playing Chinese. So very interesting picks here. Who do you think has the edge in terms of picks for this map?
Yes, for me, I think this is pretty difficult to say. I would say I like the Iroquois pick on this map. Egypt's also. Well, I mean, you know what I think of the Chinese.
Yep.
But the other side, I don't like the Turks pick. I think it's not the best map for Turks.
Yeah, I feel like this is not the best Turks map. I really like the Romans pick. I think Romans are quite good in this map.
Yeah. Romans, yes, yes.
And I feel like Dutch are just kind of whatever. I don't really remember what they have left. I think they still have Russians left, right? For T2H.
I think they had Russians left, yeah.
Yeah, so I think they probably could have picked Russians. I think Russians are actually really good in this map. Because you can deny your opponent's territory, which is really big. I feel like Dutch still would have been anything, but I mean, it's not a bad nation. I think Dutch are kind of like, they're like fine.
They're shit in Nomad. I mean,
they are kind of shit in Nomad, yeah. I would rather play like Korea. Although
Koreans also, Korean.
Missing the crossbows is kind of stinky, which is a little unlucky.
True.
All right. Well, let's take a look at where the players are located. We'll go ahead and start with, let's do T2H. So on this right side, we have the white Turks player DXB. In the pockets, we've got the light blue Dutch player Dark Knight. And on the left side, we've got the yellow Romans player Hullabaloo. On the opposite side, we've got the blue Egyptians player Flames. In the pockets, the red Chinese player Oleg. And on the right side, we've got the purple Iroquois player Phantom. This is, you know, I think like for how TyNp have been playing, I think like it's very interesting. I think this is definitely like kind of switching up their styles a little bit. Like, I don't think Chinese is a particular good nation at doing the things that Oleg has been doing, which is going despot and like putting the pressure on his opponents. So I'm very curious to see what they'll do with the Chinese this game. Flames also on Egyptians for this map. I think it's a pretty reasonable pick, although he is kind of close to his opponent, which is the issue.
The Romans is close. That's could be difficult if you're playing Egypt. But depending how the Rome player is gonna play.
Yeah.
But that's funny thing. Sermon is saying, can Oleg win as Chinese?
That's true. You know, that would be a feat. You know, it would prove something to me. I'm very curious what he's gonna do this game. What's his build gonna be? Because I think he has been kind of the player to watch thus far. For TyNp. I feel like the story of them so far has been Flames is playing normal, Phantom making boats, and Oleg winning the game for them. So
yeah, it seems to be like that. Yeah.
Yep. Let's take a look at the stats here. Take a quick look at the rune count here at 330. Does look like T2H actually have the lead in the runes. Both DXB and Dark Knight have 6 runes each. That's going to lead them to a quite nice and fast start. Yeah, I'm very excited to see that. Take a quick look at each team's scouting here. Does look like TyNp not doing a ton of scouting right now, and T2H themselves, they're doing a little bit more scouting, but similar amount. You see Dark Knight is gone for Commerce 1 here, no surprise, and this will let me take a look at the rares. We'll go ahead and start with TyNp. What rares do they have? Well, they have horses. In the back corner, they've got spice. There's a tobacco and a wine. That's really it in terms of accessible rares. There's another wine in the center. On the left side, there's an amber and a bison, but those can be contested. There's also a salt and a cotton, but those can also be contested. There's a marble in the center. On the other side for T2H, they've got obsidian, they've got peacocks, silver, although those are kind of vulnerable. There's a citrus, bleh, whatever. There's a wool in the back. Happy on the right side, although this is pretty hard to defend. There's a... What else is there? There's a copper right next to Rome. Yeah, I gotta say, all of these rares are not that great. Like, I think, like, the only actual good rare...
Did you see the relics, though?
Where's relics? Am I blind?
Next to the Hague.
Oh, good catch. Right. Good eye. Yes, that is a very nice rare for them. I think T2H have better rares in general. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, I would say yeah. I mean, of course, no. They have if they have relics and the other team doesn't even have like gems or whatever.
Yeah.
like a knowledge rare. I mean,
yeah, like I think their best rare on the other team is die.
Yeah. I mean,
I mean, it's not.
Dyed. Oh, I mean, they have dyed tobacco and spice if they
Yeah,
can
I
use
mean,
it. They have
it's not
$3
bad. Like
first.
they have dye and
That's
horses.
okay.
You know, it's not bad, but it's like also not really that good.
I mean, we'd probably rather have Peppy and relics and silver though.
Yeah, definitely. I think you would much rather be in T2H's seat with Pappy, Relics, and Silver. You're right.
And of
Yeah,
course,
well,
don't
we'll have to
forget
see
number
what
one citrus.
yeah what TyNp can do. In terms of text, so far we just see Commerce Civic from everybody pretty much. Yeah. I'm curious.
Yeah, pretty
Will
basic
Flames go for a Wonder, and if so, what Wonder will he go for? Will he go for the standard Colossus, or will he go like some Hanging Gardens, or even better, some fancy Pyramids build?
I mean, yeah, it's always Hanging Gardens or Colossus, of course. I mean, yeah, you could build pyramids, of course, but because it's always a Colossus or Hanging Gardens because you don't want the other team to have one.
That's true. Fair enough. All right, we do see.
I'm wondering what Phantom is gonna do with his Iroquois. Because normally, if you play Iroquois, it's pretty aggressive, you know, raiding and stuff like that.
Yeah, but he's actually gonna go for Civic and then farms and a second wood camp. So looks like he's just gonna max out his eco before doing anything aggressive here.
They don't have to do it right away. But
True.
I think Oleg is probably feeling like I wanted the Iroquois.
T2H, unfortunately, they're missing their Pappy. They did not scout it. They have scouted their relics, obviously. Did they scout their silver? No, they didn't scout their silver either.
They just missed the Pappy.
Yeah, just missed the Pappy and just missed the silver. The silver they can definitely scout by lookout scouting. That's on them. But the Pappy's a little unlucky.
I mean, the caravan. Oh no, the caravan is okay. Never mind. No.
And Flames is gonna
find
drop
it
Colossus
at some point, right?
Yeah, well, we say that, and then we see all these games where players are missing like a really big rare that they, you know.
Yeah, true. But if you look at the woodcutter camp, if they're gonna chop wood at the other side, they should probably spot it though.
Oh, with the silk. Yeah.
No, with the woodcutter
or with
camp,
the
right?
silver. Yeah, you're right.
With silver, yeah.
Yep.
At some point, depending.
You see here, Archer is beginning to raid Onondaga. Here, Phantom is making his barracks now, so... and he does have another wood camp, so not the end of the world here. Just a little annoying to deal with, but no problem. And Oleg's gone Science 1, and then he's gonna finish up Military 1 here.
Yeah, he's just chilling here. No. Oh, Colossus. Yeah, Colossus. Never mind.
Yep, Colossus being
It's
thrown
gonna
down.
be Colossus. Doesn't really happen often that Iroquois is being raided first.
Yeah. And it's kind of dangerous to raid Iroquois in this way because, you know, their units are invis on their territory, so you never know how many units there are in the early game.
That's annoying.
Yep. DXP's Bowman getting poked, but he's gonna keep him alive. Would like to see him use these units to scout a little bit, and maybe scout that Pappy that they're missing.
Just missed it. Like
Yeah.
if they walked like a millimeter to the right.
Did they scout there? No, they didn't scout the silver yet. Wow, that's really, really painful for them.
Well, because he has a woodcutter camp, but there's nobody chopping wood.
Yeah, nobody's working there.
But he wants to work.
Why did he make it if he, you know?
I honestly don't know.
Oh, what can you do?
I think he found some other rares he could use for his food.
And if you look at the vision here, oh, will this merchant scout it for Dark Knight? Gonna finally scout their Pappy. They do scout it there.
Oh, no way.
I think he just like lucked into it.
Shit.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, because they didn't find the corner rare, so I guess.
That's kind of crazy.
Because he put the waypoint on the corner.
I see.
Oh, they found Peppy. Well, that's good. Good for
Flames gonna build Hanging Gardens and immediately cancel it. I think a wise choice given he saw the Turks player age up. Doesn't really want to be a liability for his team here.
No, I don't want to have that. And are they finding silver? Yeah, they find silver as well.
Oh wow, they did find it. So that's gonna be big for them. Unfortunately, they missed it for their classical age timing. If they had seen it like
Exactly.
a second earlier, you know.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, it's a little unlucky, but what can you do? If you take a look at the scouting here for both teams, T2H clearly have scouted way less compared to their opponents. Like, TyNp have scouted a ton, especially that scout really, really helping out Phantom here.
Yeah, that's always great. Build a bear, get a scout. That's good with when you play Eric with.
Yep.
They didn't scout the... Well, it's not the... I mean, they missed the salt and the cotton in the corner there. It's probably finds that one later. He's gonna go straight to Pappy, the one spearman.
Yep, there you go. That spearman gonna running to Pappy and gonna pick off this merchant, no problem. Barely gave DXB. Well, DXB doesn't. This no wait. This is whose is this?
Dark Knight is raiding Spice.
Ah, where is that? Dark Knight raiding Spice. Oh yeah, but there's no merchant there. The merchant is already hiding out in the corner. Flame's sending his merchant to go hide.
Right now it's gonna begin.
Yeah, now the showdown. I'm curious again what Oleg's up to. This is the first game we do see a Republic here. No Despot from him.
That wouldn't really make sense anyway.
Yeah, it's true. And again, you know, I feel like, once again, I just kind of feel like T2H are in a big disadvantage because they really haven't scouted their opponents. They don't know what their opponents have, and they don't know how to raid their opponents because they haven't scouted, so...
Yeah, true, but that's every game. They don't scout their opponents. And also, that spot for DXB.
Oh, interesting. I don't really like this, to be honest. I think he's not in any position to rush right now.
I mean, they don't really... I mean, I would say they have another choice, but I think they already made that choice before the game.
That's fair. They're gonna go and rush, yeah. And so if this doesn't work out, then, well, that's life.
I feel like with the rares, they could probably...
I mean, they could try to play the long game. It's not terrible. I guess, like, I understand it sometimes, like, you know, if you feel like you're, like, in a bad position, like, you know, like, in terms of, like, raw skill difference or whatever, like, I can understand wanting to rush, because you feel like you have a higher chance of executing correctly and, you know, maybe making it happen. But,
True.
Right now, Phantom is scouting both siege factories with his scout at Smyrna, and he's gone Senator. This is a super nice defense position. Lookout and tower already finished. Attrition also finished. Super duper nice defense position.
Also rushing Iroquois.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's kind of tough where you want to rush elsewhere. I mean, I guess they can.
That's the closest one, of course.
Yeah, I guess they can double flames and send like siege factories, but I guess they already made their choice.
You could have built a siege factory at Rome and then combine an attack with Rome.
Yep. True. But they made their choice, and militia are pulled here for DXB. They're gonna immediately start burning. I think he's pulling them a little early here, and they have to cross the river too, which is super bad. Oh no. This is going to be a disaster. Yeah. Militia already burning. Force march already used.
Oh, man.
6 sieges here at Onondaga.
And water as well.
All these militia are being dragged not onto the city. Militia pulled here for flames, or sorry, for Phantom. He should be able to defend this no problem. All these militia are literally dead.
Despot as well. Despot is almost dead.
Despot's dead, and yeah, that's it.
Oh.
And yeah, that's gonna be it. GG is called.
GG is called, yeah. Oh man.
Oh man, what an ending to the series. I feel like, you know, they just kind of went for it, and they were like, get me out, and that's it.
We're like, let's end this.
All the catapults are slaughtered. 3 players here with units. Yeah. They were prepared for it, and Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's not coming back from that, I think.
No, I don't think so. You threw away 20 citizens. I think it's Drover. Hollow Blue with a tiny army here on Atfi.
Atfi? Oh yeah, he's raiding there.
Yeah, a little tiny army raid. Not gonna get anything done, unfortunately.
Sadly not.
I think if he had done like some like you know, like some like six heavy infantry like sack the capital, I think that actually would have kept them in the game. Because you know, Flames was sending units over to the right, so he was out of position to defend.
That would have been a game changer. There's also a little bit of the difference in communicating.
Yeah, it's true. If your allies are despot rushing, you either need to help them or put pressure on your side. Like, you can't just boom up and chill.
Yeah, that's also a difference in the high level.
This archer almost gonna die to attrition, but is kept alive at the last minute. Happy's gonna get raided.
And there it goes. Gonna build a siege factory.
Flames is gonna go for Hanging Gardens now. He's like, yeah, the rush is over. I got this.
He has the resources anyway. So.
Yeah.
Let's see what. Black is just chilling, going science 2.
Yep.
Also building a siege factory.
Yeah, very forward city here, and he's actually causing the production of Dark Knight to burn here. And Oleg's actually going to be the first one to age up.
That is aging.
DXB trying to press forward here. He's like, I made a few units. Again. I got you. I'm ready. No scout on Iroquois territory, no lookout. Front row.
I mean, it's better than what he had, and there's no spearmen though.
Yeah, the spearmen are on Istanbul. They're attacking the capital. There's no tower, no temple here. He does have militia, so that's something. And these are unupgraded spearmen, but you know, still.
It's gonna take a while, but and Oleg is also close with some horses, so he can help out.
Yep.
But yeah, let's see how this goes. Militia is back.
Yeah, I don't see Phantom losing this city. He just has so much, and DXB's army is very small, and he's actually going to lose his own capital here. Didn't pull his militia, and so he just gave away his free capital. That should be the game. I mean, if the game wasn't over already, Phantom getting the potentially last capital sack of the tournament, and yeah, GG is called here. Congratulations to TyNp for winning the tournament, guys. 4-0, very impressive showing here in the finals here, and T2H, you know, unfortunately for them, they are knocked out, and they get a respectable second place. You know, I think they played a pretty good tournament, and you know, that's gonna be it here in this game number 4.
Yeah, even with all the drama, they did show they were very good.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they show they deserve this. Skill-wise, you know, they deserve to be here. So congratulations to them. And those of you who are watching at home, thank you guys so much for watching. We're just going to finish up the rest of this cast. I think Hullabaloo's still trying his best to fight here with a reasonable-sized Roman army. Yeah.
And then he stopped.
Yeah, and then these light camels raiding the only mine of Hullabaloo. I can leave it in the chat, in all chat. Very funny.
All
right,
mine, yeah.
That is gonna be it, folks. GG's, guys. You know, some exciting games today, and you know, we did it. We made it to the end of the tournament, guys. despite all the chaos, despite all the controversy, despite all the random people, we made it to the end, and we did it there.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought, indeed. All right, folks, I'm gonna go back to the main page. I just want to say a few words before we end our stream today. Wanted to say that you know, I didn't think I would be casting this tournament, and I didn't think I would be here, but you know, here I am, and you know, I wanted to say that I've really enjoyed casting Rise of Nations throughout the years, and it's had its ups and downs definitely, and you know, I wanted to say thank you for everybody who's shown me and Sylvan and all the other content creators support. And I wanted to say thank you to Jatin, of course, for all his hard work and building the community from the ground up. And you know, I want to thank the organizers of this tournament and all the other tournaments that have gone on. So you guys put in a lot of work and a lot of time to make this happen for everybody, volunteering, not getting paid. And you know, I think from everybody here, I really want us to all, you know, appreciate that people are putting in lots of work and lots of effort into this. And I just really want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys have kept like this game going for a really long time, and I think it wouldn't be the same without you. You know, yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say. I just wanted to say thank you guys again for support and everything.
Yeah, man, I agree with that. It's been, I mean, making a tournament is always very fun, but that's maybe less of the drama that comes with it. I think this time it was a little bit too much drama, but I guess that's all part of it or something. I don't know. But yeah, thanks very much, guys, for joining the tournament. Like Idaper said, some of the controversies were not so good, but hopefully, or maybe, who knows in the future what we're gonna do, or well, maybe not we, but maybe other people. You never know. This game is still not dead, as you can see. So yeah, I would say let's keep it going, but hopefully with less drama and yelling and being and I mean cursing at each other, stuff like that. Like, it could be better. Let's say let me say it like that. So yeah,
Definitely fair. You know, I think this tournament has taught us a lot in terms of at least definitely taught me a lot in terms of how to handle people and how to talk to people. And you know, I think for all of us, we've definitely learned a lot as a community. And I hope you guys are you know, you guys are able to appreciate the little things and the funny moments and the little fails and the good plays and the exciting gameplay that these tournaments cast. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, we're all here to have fun. We're all here to watch some high-level games. And so let me say it one more time. Thank you guys so much again for watching. That is the end of our Nomadium 4. And you know, it's been a long journey, but we are here and we made it. So congratulations again, TyNp, for winning the tournament. Congratulations to T2H for finishing second, and congratulations to everyone else for playing in the tournament. It takes a lot of effort, and we really appreciate it. You know, this wouldn't be possible without you. Hey,
guys,
Jaden's here. Hey, Jaden, how's it going? You missed my whole speech and everything. No, I'm just kidding. But you know, there's always the replay. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and yeah, we'll be back. I'll release some stats if I get around to it in the announcements channel. But otherwise, hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day, and see you guys around.
Yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully, see you guys next time.
See you guys later. I'll leave the stream running for a few minutes. Au revoir.